Today I would like to show you how to fix this common problem with Brondell S300. The problem is this leak that comes right from here. First, what you want to do, unplug the power and then close the water inlet. Flush the toilet to relieve the pressure, so that way when you open the tube in here, the inlet of the water, it's not going to splash. This is by hand, and generally you shouldn't need pliers or anything to do that. Now that I have this unplugged, now all I need to do is to remove these parts in here from both sides, so I can remove the seat or the bidet. Now that we removed both parts, we can remove the bidet. And I'll just set it on the floor in here. What you're going to need for this is just a flat screw, a bigger one preferably, and a Phillips screw. Flip the bidet upside down, and there are two screws in the back that you need to open, which are these screws, this one and this one. And now I'm removing the second screw in here. And then you need to come to this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one, and this one. These are just clicks that you need to unclick to get it out. And there is one in the back in here. So it's very simple. You just try to wedge and get it out. Wedge the screwdriver in there. There you go, and the back one in here. Now that we removed this part out of there, there are a few wires that we need to unplug just so you have enough space. What you want to do, you want to have it sitting this side, so that way the wires come your way and you can unplug them. First wire that you want to unplug is this one. Once you unplug this one, you're going to go to the board in here and you unplug only the wires that are going to the other part. So one of them is this yellow one, and you can't actually go wrong with this because they're color-coded, yellow with yellow. So we're going to pull this yellow plug, the white plug, and this red plug, and last this one. Then you're going to have this whole compartment coming by itself. Now that I removed this whole compartment, the issue really is just right here. We're going to remove this screw and this one. This is the part that really you need to pull out, and then we're going to open these two screws in here, and I'll show you a trick on how to fix this. Brondell really has a bad design for this, hence why it leaks, and I know it is a bad design because I have two of these in my house and they both leaked at the exact same area, and the fix is very simple. We need to open these two screws in here to get to where the O-ring is. Now that I removed these two screws, I'm removing the last one in here. Just be cautious in here because there is a spring inside. You don't want to lose that spring, and there's this part in here that we're gonna put back in there that goes in here. But let me show you what the fix. And generally it is this O-ring that leaks, and let's double it. For this, what I'm using is just a 211 O-ring from Home Depot. This is a $2.75, $3 pack, and you get about 6 in here. All you need is 2. What they have in this is one O-ring that usually gets really crushed or gets kind of compressed and starts leaking. So what I will do, I put a new one in here, and then on this part, which is going to come in here, I will put another O-ring in here, right in there. And then, before putting the parts back, I need to place this valve mechanism back in here. Just make sure that it's going in the hole there. Once I put those 2 O-rings, I need to tighten up this 2 screws in here. Firm, but not too tight where you really break the plastic. What I would do, I will hold it with one hand in here and we'll tighten up. I'm gonna put my phone for a second in here. Before I put it back all together, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna bring it back to the water outlet, plug it, and see if it is still leaking. But before I do that, I'm gonna dry everything just to see if there are any leaks in there. So now I've brought it back to my water outlet in here. And what I'm gonna do, I will just plug it back and see if it leaks. I'm going to let the water go now. And generally, if it leaks, it will leak right about here. As you can see, we don't have a leak now. So now what we need to do is to put it together. Back together and install it. Don't forget to unplug the water. I need to stop the water first. Relieve the pressure by flushing it. And then I can open this again. All right, we put back the part. So all we need to do is to retighten these 2 screws in here, right there. And then we need to close it back by plugging our wires and closing it back. All right, we're gonna plug back the wire to where they go, and we'll go from there. So we have this one that goes in here first. Right there, and then back to our panel in here, we'll plug our wires just by color code. All right, now what I need to do is to snap it back in place. There you go. Just in here, and here, and now it's back. Now I need to wrap it back where it was there.